Alright, good day. I got yelled at in the last stream for saying the wrong time zone for someone that was not in the same time zone as me. So whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, good day to you. Welcome to another match for the Wind Waker spoiler log race. This is Group G. Today we have GasPoweredPogi versus Cithiel. So I'm going to turn it all over to our commentators tonight, Original Elijah and Wolfer ZUG. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty
great.
That was perfectly synced. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's definitely evening here, by the way.
Yeah.
It is evening. It is midnight. And I'm going to try my best to stay awake, so please yell at me. But I'm going to mute for now. I will promise I won't deafen myself.
If something happens, I'll start screaming. So we have a pretty interesting seed today. I think we were talking before, it's probably going to be a little bit of a longer one, just because everyone's favorite super short dungeon is not going to be featured today.
Yeah, and we're also going to see Ghost Ship and the Tingle statues, as well as a bunch of other items that are in kind of weird places.
Mm-hmm.
This match between Pogi and Cithiel is going to be the first one in this group. We don't really know what's going to happen in this group yet, so...
Yeah, a lot of question marks, potential, shockers here and there. I'm not sure. I haven't seen much of Cithiel play, but I've been told that they've been practicing very much for this, so we'll see if we can see some popping off, as they say.
Pogi did extremely well in his seeding race.
Yeah, Pogi's definitely...
We'll see if that performance comes up again here.
True. Yeah, Pogi's definitely really solid as of a Wind Waker randomizer player. So... definitely excited to see how this one turns out.
So, one thing to watch for at the very start of the run is seeing where the runners decide to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have any guesses for where they might head. Windfall might be a good play, but there's also a lot of other overworld locations that are worth considering.
Yeah, true. This is one of those seeds to where, there's just a lot of sort of random things spread out in the overworld, and there's not, a real definitive, clear, best path to collect them all, at least at the very beginning. There's a few things that I think would be optimal, but, or at least a good idea to sort of kind of combine them all together. But we'll see. It'll be interesting. I kind of hope we see some differing, at least at the beginning, just for the sake of, just to show some, variety.
Oh, I'm sure we will. At the bottom of the stream, you can see that there's 4 dungeons that have Triforce shards, and then 2 of them that are not required. That's because in this tournament, we used race mode as a setting. That means 4 dungeons will have items, the other 2 will be completely empty. So in this case, Forsaken Fortress and Earth Temple will not show up at all.
Mm-hmm.
One consequence of that is that the Mirror Shield is not going to be required for anything.
True. And we also have the entrances randomized, so if you've ever played regular Wind Waker and you think, oh yeah, I know where Forbidden Woods is, you just go to the Forest Haven and then you can go up into the Forbidden Woods, right? Well, it's not going to be there. That's going to be something else. And actually, I think it's Wind Temple in this one, but I might be misremembering. It is Wind Temple, so yeah. But yes, before too, right? Forbidden Woods is on Bird's Peak, so.
Yes, Bird's Peak is complicated because when you're playing vanilla or casually, you might consider using a seagull. We will not see that in this tournament. I know that the bait bag is on the tracker, but I really don't believe that a single person in this tournament will ever end up using any kind of bait. Maybe someone will prove me wrong, though.
Maybe they'll do it as a meme.
The alternative to get into Bird's Peak is either using the grappling hook, which in this seed is on Eastern Ferry, or by using some sort of chest storage or door cancel to get into there. Now, Eastern Ferry is obviously also somewhat complicated because it requires either the bombs or the power bracelets to get into it. The bombs in this case are on Cyclos, which requires a bow, and the power bracelets are in Lenzo's right chest, which requires either door cancel or the Picto box. So you can tell there's like a lot of dependencies here that the runners will need to think about when routing,
And
especially in the overworld.
Right, and the funny thing about the strat for using the grapple to get into Bird's Peak is that's like a strat that we use because it's not something in the logic. So you can have really, really bad sort of ways where the grapple is placed when you need to get into Bird's Peak, and it can make it really annoying to have to get in there.
Okay, so Pogi's gonna do chest storage here. They're actually both going to the same place.
Interesting.
So in Mother and Child, there is a sword upgrade. Now the question is, where is Pogi gonna go with this chest storage?
Looking like he's gearing up
getting
for.
that sword and leaving.
Yeah, I think Pogi looks like he's gearing up for some sort of super swim, maybe. And yeah, like you said, Cithiel just wants the sword and wants to leave. Where will we be super swimming to today? Cithiel coming up on Windfall. Probably going to start getting ready to play hide and seek. Oh, nope, we're going to free Tingle first. The funny thing about Tingle is, in this seed, Tingle doesn't have anything that's required for us to be able to beat the game. But Tingle does have... you have to free Tingle to get the Tingle statue reward, which is going to be required today.
But they are going to get the boomerang, which is actually going to make the routing later in Forbidden Woods a lot easier. The bows are kind of out of the way in the seed, as well as bombs, and you really want one of those 3 items in Forbidden Woods.
Mm-hmm.
So just having that boomerang is going to let them go there a lot sooner than they would be able to otherwise.
True. Especially because even though there is a bow in Forbidden Woods, it's in a really bad place, and not having the bow or the hook shot or a boomerang or bombs in Forbidden Woods makes it really slow and annoying because you have to use what they call vanilla strat.
So Pogi actually used chest storage to do a super swim to Northern Ferry. So really the whole point of that chest storage was just to clip out of Mother and Child rather than trying to clip into anywhere, which is interesting. It ended up being pretty fast, so it's a solid decision, I think.
Yeah, interesting. It is a really interesting decision because I really thought somebody was going to do what I was talking about before, where you use the Mother Child to clip out and get Cyclos after you get the first bow, and then go to Star Island because that has a Tingle statue on it. But nobody wanted to do that, so rip. I thought that was a really cool strategy.
Your brain's just too big for these runners. That's all I can say.
Oh man. Yeah, that's right. Tuba, you said you did it that way, so Tuba had my back. So Pogi's gonna start the hide and seeking as well here, and
the main reason they're doing that hide and seek is for the ghost ship chart, which is going to lead to Skullhammer on the ghost ship. There's also an empty bottle, though, for Miss Marie, which could be used to get soup later on.
I hope nobody gets soup.
Oh, I bet they will.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. Which I totally agree. I think more people should skip soup. You're just losing time.
Yeah, I agree. Going through the game without soup makes you better at the game, too, I think. But that's just a personal, opinion. Some might disagree. I always found it kind of funny doing the hide and seek because it's kind of like you're almost like tackling these little kids.
They also know how to dodge you too. It's kind of ridiculous.
They're like crazy. They're like everywhere. Oh, Ivan though, that was not showing his best for the juking skills there because he just kind of doubled back and went right into Cithiel.
So one thing that's interesting is Cithiel's getting rupees here. Rupees will be required for the 20 rupee item on Beetle as well as Zunari later on. However, Ghost Ship is required in this seed.
Yeah, so,
and Ghost Ship has 300 rupees.
Yeah, a lot of money in the Ghost Ship. Pogi's gonna get the boomerang from Tingle here too.
Nothing scary if you just do everything first try.
Exactly.
Just get good.
As the old saying goes, just don't fuck up, and you're fine.
So that Skullhammer on Ghost Ship is somewhat required for Thorn Fairy Island, which has one of the Triforce shards. However, you can clip into there. But it's more required for Shark Island, which leads to Private Oasis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Private Oasis, which has the Deku Leaf. You can clip into there as well, I think, but I don't know if that requires Leaf to do with chest storage. So I think Skullhammer is like pretty required.
Yeah.
Which in turn means you're getting that Ghost Ship.
On the other side too, having the Skullhammer in Cabana, since the leaf is in the second chest, is going to make going through Cabana really fast too. As opposed to trying to skip the Skullhammer in Cabana.
Yeah.
Even if you could get in there without it. Because hammering those walls and hitting those switches is just so... Not only is it so satisfying, but it's so fast.
I really do expect these runners to be getting that Ghost Ship at Crescent Moon, which is the first location that it's at. It'll save them a Song of Passing, and also the Crescent Moon Island chest has the Iron Boots, so they'll need to go there anyway.
It's kind of super convenient that it does, because you can get because the Iron Boots are also needed to open up the Shark Island entrance.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It works out really, really well that way, because you can get both of those items, boom, right back to back. I'm betting that's where we'll see Pogi sail to now.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's going to be fun to see the battling the enemies in the Ghost Ship. With no, like, not having the mirror shield and not being able to do the leaf skip with it. This sail from Windfall to Crescent is like so long.
Yeah, it's pretty far. I don't think it's worth super swimming though, because you need that boat to get in the Ghost Ship here.
Yeah, I'm not super big on super swimming, just in general.
Yeah, Swift sails way too fast.
Yeah, there's a couple times where it's kind of cool, but...
That is true. You could super swim into Ghost Ship. That honestly would probably be super fast here. You could do Song of Passing, super swim into Ghost Ship, then you'd spawn in the boat outside and then just go to Crescent.
That's true, because the Iron Boots don't really help you inside. Actually, they don't help you at all inside Ghost Ship, so... Definitely no reason why you wouldn't be able to do that. Having a Master Sword before going in here is definitely not a bad play.
That is a really good point too, but so they do need to kill the enemies in the ghost ship, which is really annoying to do without the bow, because there's a Wizrobe in here. The 3 bows in this seed are in kind of weird spots. One of them is deep inside Forbidden Woods. Another one is in Wind Temple at the start. But then the last bow is on Islet of Steel. So Islet of Steel, although you need a sail to there, you can get into there without any items just by swimming next to the ship and having the other ships destroy the battleship that's in front of the entrance. So it might have made sense to try to get that bow really early just to make this ghost ship easier.
Yeah, because that Wizard's just going to keep spawning in dudes. Not ideal. Could also use the boomerang to almost sort of like stun lock the Wizrobe. And it looks like that's what Pogi's going to try and do.
Alright, where's Cithiel going?
That looks like Mother and Child.
So Mother and Child has Cyclos, but you need the bow for that.
I think they're realizing that now.
Yeah. I guess he might go to Islet?
Yeah. I did enjoy Pogi throwing that weapon at the Wizard. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I think at this point you probably do want to do...
I don't know if he knows about that strat.
Yeah. Since you're not doing the mother-child strat we talked about, I think, yeah, Shark Island's the best place to get Cyclos.
Well, at this point, he
best
just needs the bow, really, to continue on with the route that he had before.
True, true. Yeah, not really that much of a... Not really going to hurt that much for Cithiel there. Because it looks like that's exactly where they're going right now, is to Islet of Steel.
Yep.
Pogi is going to go into Gale Island, which is Bomb Island today, which has a Picto Box. Which... This is not the Picto Box I would be getting, but there is one required Picto Box today. Because Pompey and Vera have a shard, a Triforce shard.
Yeah, I actually really don't like this decision of going to Bomb Island. So, with the Picto Boxes, Pompey and Vera is something that you need to get before the end of the run, because that has a shard. You don't need it anytime earlier. There's also that Lenzo chest, which has the power bracelets, which you could get somewhat early on. But it's not like strictly required anytime really early, and also you could do that Lenzo door cancel strat to get into there if you wanted to. So really you don't need a Picto Box early on, and the other Picto Box is in Wind Temple. And it's kind of just on the way. It's a chest at the top of the hub room, which doesn't take very long. Definitely faster than Bomb Island.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you factor in you're going to Wind Temple anyway. So, but yeah, because the thing with all you're going to get from this early is maybe getting those power bracelets, but they don't really have much use at all in this seed.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you can get from the power bracelets that you can't get with the bombs.
Yeah. Unless I missed, I didn't, in fairness, I guess I didn't check all the entrance randomized. Maybe there's one at like one of those headstone or something that Pogi doesn't want to have to do like a door cancel strat for, maybe? It's the only thing I can think of.
Headstone isn't required. Savage entrance isn't required. Stonewatcher isn't required. What else could possibly be behind the power bracelets?
Well, that would really be it then.
Star Island, you can just use bombs, right?
Right. You just have to do, And that you can get that from Cyclos, which I'm wondering if that's maybe what we'll see Cithiel do now that they have their bow.
Yeah, bombs are on Cyclos, so they're not locked behind those entrances. And since the bow is at Islet of Steel, you can kind of just get the bombs pretty much at the beginning.
Yeah, so I do like the Cithiel play here, even though I would have done it slightly differently. But
Pogi's gonna get that 20 rupee item. Double
I wanna-
bonk for good luck.
I do want to give Cithiel the props here, because this is basically the strat I was talking about, and I like it. Assuming they go to
Pearls
Star
in
Island.
this seed are not required, but Forest Pearl leads to the letter from Kamali's father, which is the Wind Tingle statue, and then the Tingle statues, all 5 lead to the hook shot.
And we do have Wind Temple, so you need the hook shot. This isn't one of those you can zombie hover away from the hook shot seeds.
No more hovers in this house.
Yeah. Not today. Also, Overlook Island is where DRC is, and getting up there without hookshot is kind of annoying too.
We did see
Yeah.
Crane do it though.
Yeah, definitely
Not sure
not.
if it was worth it in that race, but I'm not one to judge.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not the most fun. Doing it with a super swimmer is pretty cool, though. I'd never seen it. I'd never seen somebody super swim all the way up there. Like that, at least. And we see Pogi doing everyone's favorite time loss strat.
Yeah, so
Yes,
Cithiel is gonna go and get Star Island,
I
which
like
of
this
course
play.
leads to Ice Ring. And then Ice Ring has one of the 5 Tingle statues.
And with the
It's
Iron
definitely a
Boots here.
good time to go here because it's close.
Yeah, and I mean with the Iron Boots, you don't have, since you don't have grapple, if you fall down, that's kind of really bad. So you don't have to worry too much about that. You can just kind of wear the Iron Boots and be a little safe. And Pogi Gang, that was another Tingle statue, right? The one in Mesa's house?
Yep.
Nice. Now I'm excited to see where Cithiel will go now. My guess would be Eastern Ferry to get the grapple hook, because then you can get into Forbidden Woods. Unless there's something else they want to do in the overworld first.
I mean, you need Leaf first, right?
Oh yeah,
From
that's
Cabana.
right. Cabana, good call.
And Skullhammer first from Ghost Ship, so Cithiel's probably gonna go to the Ghost Ship very soon.
Okay. Yeah. Pogi going for a leaf now, it looks like.
One thing that I'm a bit surprised to see is that neither of the runners are taking advantage of Cyclos being at Shark Island.
Mhm.
This does seem like a really good location to get Cyclos. Although we did talk before the race that there was a route where getting Cyclos at a different time is actually better.
Mhm. Yeah. And, oh, you got this, Pogi? Yeah.
Pogi is always winning. In races and in life.
Yeah. Entering the Shark Island cave here. So Pogi's going to get the leaf. I'm really hoping that... oh, did it turn to day for Cithiel?
What happened?
I don't know. It looked like the ghost ship was still on the map, but they left and they went to Tower of the Gods. Maybe it is turning to day. I don't know. I think maybe they saw the ghost ship disappear.
I don't know, it looks like night to me.
I guess they're going to Eastern Ferry now. Interesting. Pogi has the leaf now. I know I say this like every time we do commentary on one of these, but the leaf is like the most useful item in the game.
Yeah, and it's super important for this seed.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's not strictly required for a lot of things besides really Forbidden Woods.
Mm-hmm.
It helps out with Forbidden Woods, helps out with Tower of the Gods, Wind Temple.
Mm-hmm. It just speeds up so much stuff, and that's where I think going for leaf as soon as you can is a good play. Obviously, you don't just want to rush leaf and skip a bunch of other stuff you need like along the way. You know, there's some finesse to it, but definitely try to prioritize it. And to answer the question, yes, the leaf is basically like the glider in Breath of the Wild, but it's green and cooler because you can also use it as like a fan. Blow the air places. I'm gonna stand by that.
We're gonna need to see a tier list of all the items. First person to post that in race strats wins the tournament.
I do think it's funny, like what Tuba said there, how the leaf and bombs are basically the most versatile items in the game, and both are technically skippable in some seeds. You have a chance to where you might not technically have to use the leaf if you don't have like Forbidden Woods or Wind Temple.
Yeah, I think that's pretty rare though.
True. And most of the time it's like, why would you skip the leaf? It's so good. I couldn't see what direction Pogi is sailing now.
Up.
Oh, I think he went to Islet of Steel to get the boat and is now sailing back to Shark Island to get the Cyclos. Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been routed better, but it probably won't matter.
Mm-hmm. Now we see Cithiel entering the ghost ship with the bow. Ooh. It's a good spawn on the wizard. Yeah, I think that's kind of a good. If you weren't going to do the mother and child strat we talked about, I think that it would have been better to warp to like Great Fish first, then sail to Islet of Steel, and then go to Shark Island. Grab the get Cyclos, and then do Cabana, or do Cabana and get Cyclos. The order doesn't really matter a whole lot, but you can kind of see just how much having the bow and the ghost ship sort of helps.
Can you shoot those Poes with the bow to avoid having to do this light strat?
I think if you can, what I usually do for the pose.
Oh, you can hit the lanterns, right?
Yeah, you can stab the lanterns out of their hands, and then they'll do the thing where they like take control of you and like reverse your controls.
Oh, I guess Cithiel also has bombs, so killing them with that strat would be really fast.
Mm-hmm. And even if you like didn't have bombs, you could like walk into the light, and that would like finish them off, kind of. You just have to be able to walk with the reverse controls, which is definitely not the most fun, but possible. Okay, so now I'm guessing Cithiel's going for the leaf, warping to. Oh, but see, here's the other thing Cithiel did here that will work. Can get Command Melody at Southern if... Oh no, they're not going to do it. Oh no. I was thinking that because they had bombs. I was like, oh, get the Command Melody while you're here. Bye. Rip. It was a good plan. may just be flustered. Yeah, something like that happening with like the not having the boat earlier in like one of these races where it's so much more. Your route is so critical that having a little brain fart like that can kind of get you off kilter a little bit, you know. Flustered is definitely the right word.
Yeah, you definitely want to avoid having to do any routing on the fly, ideally, and as much stuff as you can plan out in those first 15 minutes, the better. But sometimes you just miss things.
Right. True. Yeah. Or you have like a strat maybe you want to try that you get like one shot at, and then you want to have like a backup for it in case it doesn't work. Which can be especially tricky if you are doing stuff with like chest storage and you don't like safety save before, and something does happen and you end up with like a mess up. Then you don't have the chest to store anymore because you can't, especially if you stored a chest that like you need, because you can't save after opening it, obviously, until you void out. There we go. Yeah, there's the hook shot.
This is not the right way to go.
Yeah, did they,
Yes.
did Cithiel open the...
No. Second chest is the one at the end of the Cabana Labyrinth, so he's definitely going to the wrong chest right now.
Oof. But hey, we got treasure chart 32.
To be fair, they're named first chest and second chest, and like, I understand why people get confused.
Yeah.
If you're doing the Skullhammer skips, you're getting the second chest first every time.
Yeah, it's definitely confusing when you do like the strats that we do in the racing. But when you do vanilla strats, you get them in the order that they're numbered at properly.
Tuba, if you have suggestions, just open a pull request at github.com/lagolunatic/wwrando.
I wonder where Pogi is going to go now. Is this going to be... Oh,
Bye, Pogi.
hi,
It's been
Pogi.
fun.
Rip Pogi stream. I'll never know. Alright, I guess I refreshed and now it's back for me. Is there something on the Dragon Roost cave entrance?
That is a good question. It is the Paw Print Isle Choo Choo Cave, which has
I think there's a sword. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I probably would have gotten grapple first, I think, and then come up here, because then you could do this with when you're going to Overlook, which has Dragon Roost. Since you have grapple, then you can full clear all of that.
If you open a chest with chest storage, store the item, save, keep playing until you enter a loading zone, and then you soft reset, it'll go back to your save, and that save was before you got the item. So it'll like try to transfer the item with the chest storage. You're basically just gonna lose that progress, yeah.
Not the best. You definitely want to save after you go through the loading zone or void out or like that. Cithiel going to Bird's Peak, so it looks like Forbidden Woods is next for them. We'll get to see the cool grapple skip, or not the grapple skip, but like the cool skip that involves grapple.
Still not the bait bag.
Yeah. I do think you're right. I don't think anyone is ever going to use the bait bag. I would literally, even if it wasn't required, I would literally find the entrance to Cliff Plateau, or use like or do something with that first before finding and using the bait bag.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that keeping it on the tracker and unchecked is valuable just to show off how much better these settings are than Season 3. We're not starting with a bait bag, but maybe that's just me. Look, I never want to see another hint ever again, especially not with a spoiler log.
I don't know. I think the hints could be really useful with the spoiler log.
Is it going to tell me how to route? Fishman says, go the mother and child first.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Don't forget the super swim. Cithiel just releasing slightly early. You want to be kind of inside the wall when you let go of the grapple or ungrapple hook or whatever you want to, however you want to call that.
There you go.
There. Pog.
Meanwhile, Pogi just got a grapple of his own.
Nice. I mean, you could try and go for the hints in the spoiler log. Maybe you'll find out that something in the spoiler log was wrong.
Yeah, imagine spoiler log races, but only 90% of the locations are correct.
And then you either have to guess or all the other ones are available through the hints.
I mean, maybe we do like Sudoku and we just leave them blank. 2021 tourney ideas? Hello? Maybe?
Half spoiler log races.
Yeah, that's the future. Co-op half spoiler log. 2v2.
I like it. It's kind of funny you mentioned Sudoku because I've been like doing a lot of Sudokus lately. Not that that's related or anything, but it just
That's exciting.
Yeah. This is big news for me, okay? Oh, Pogi's in Wind Temple first. Interesting. I guess, honestly, there's so much stuff in the overworld, and it's just sort of like endgame items in the dungeons that you could pretty much do them in whatever order you wanted to after you did all the overworld stuff we saw everyone do.
You know, what if you got like parts of the spoiler log every 10 minutes?
That would be cool. That's kind of like the fun race that Tuba did, where it was all settings. I don't know if you watched that one, but it was
then he gave hints.
Yeah, it was all settings, and the only thing you had to find was the light arrows. And Tuba would be like, every like half an hour, Tuba was like, oh, it's not in any of these checks. And then...
Thank you, Fishman. I needed it.
Amazing.
We're seeing Pogi do the spring storage in Wind Temple.
I love this strat. It's cool. Boing. I don't know what else to say. You go like, it makes like the springy and boingy noise. It's a good sound effect, right? I stand by it. Oh hey, delivery bag. There's also a... You know what's really crazy is we'll probably get to see Cithiel like go into the basement vanilla, which I don't know if I've seen anyone do in like 100 years. incredible.
And that
You know,
basement is gonna have a bow upgrade.
True. I actually forgot you could get into the basement this way. This is how rare it is. Like, did anybody know you could actually cut that thing down? I didn't.
That's Linka, right?
Yeah, I think that's the Linka model. There's so many amazing custom character models in this. Hey, fire and ice arrows. How did they know that was going to be there?
I'm not sure what exactly fire and ice arrows will be useful for this seed. Obviously, you need to get them to beat the game, but I'm not sure that they're explicitly required anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on any of the fire ice checks or anything like that. Kind of scrolling back up now and looking through.
Pogi also getting fire and ice arrows, but a different fire and ice arrows.
That doesn't make any sense. How can the fire and ice arrows be in two different places at the same time?
I think the bot broke.
Broken seed, reset. Something's wrong. The seed was too hard, so they gave you 2 sets of fire and ice arrows to make it a little easier.
For anyone who's actually wondering, for all of these upgrades, you can get them in any order, and then the first upgrade is going to be the bow, the second upgrade is the fire and ice arrows, and then the last one is the light arrows. And that works similarly for wallets, for the swords, picto boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like basically, if you were doing like a swordless seed, it would not be possible for you to find the master sword before the hero sword. Is like basically.
I don't know, I've done it before.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. Wish I was that cool.
Everything I know is a lie. It actually would be crazy. Somebody could be like, or it would be really cool if you could find like you could find the Master Sword, but also if you could find like the Wind Temple, Earth Temple upgrades for them. But until you found the Master Sword, they just didn't do anything.
Pogi's gonna do an L slide clip. For
This
some
is
reason,
really
with
cool.
the hook shot, once you hook shot onto something, you can still hold L and then a direction to slide a little bit. This lets you clip through walls because it changes your hook shot angle.
Yeah, it feels pretty badass if you can do it right, not gonna lie. Is there anything else in Wind Temple? We just need the, I guess Pogi doesn't need the...
Yeah,
Picto.
Pogi does not need that Picto box, which is at the top of the hub room, so he's not gonna need to start up that fan.
Nice. Yeah, and for anybody curious, the big key chest the big key in Wind Temple was vanilla this time, which is horrible. So
Yeah, so I think we're just gonna see some chest storage.
yeah, sometimes if the big key is in somewhere like in that middle hub room chest or someplace a little more friendly, you just grab it because it's free. But I would never go into the big key room in this dungeon unless I absolutely had to. It's terrible. It's like one of the worst places ever.
I do think here it would have probably been better to store a different chest. Obviously this one's pretty fast, but the chest in the middle of the hub room is probably faster. But I think Pogi accidentally fell down. At least that's what it looked like.
Yeah. Plus, also the nice thing about that chest up there is if you need it, there's like magic and arrow refills. Not that I think he's too worried about either of those, because obviously he has soup and everything. But if you're somebody that consistently doesn't end up getting soup, not saying any names, but it's nice to know where magic refills are in the dungeons. And it's always super nice to know where arrow refills are, because having to go and like buy arrows or something like that is such a big waste of time if you can help it. And this room is also super nice when you can just ignore all the enemies and just do the room.
Yeah, this is one of my least favorite checks in the game. I remember in the Season 2 tournament, I think in the last race I did against Gymnast, I just skipped the last few checks of Wind Temple as a gamble. And it was partially to save time, but mostly because I just didn't want to do them.
Obviously, it ended up working out.
Yeah, it did.
Amazing. I just would never be able to do that. Like, when doing the Season 3 rando, anytime
Ooh, that was so scary.
Oh, wow. Whew.
Yeah, so for this strat, Pogi's trying to jump slash onto that top fan. Just like 7 seconds slower than the other strat, but it's a lot safer. However, if you mess up that angle, you can actually fall down. Pogi luckily didn't mess it up enough to fall down.
Yeah, falling down is... That's bad. Really bad. Because when you have the chest storage like Pogi has, you're not going to be able to get back up. Nice. That's good. You can also fall into that pit, and while it is possible to get out of there, it's not a lot of fun.
It's pretty easy to get out. People used to fall into that pit in any percent runs, like probably like 6 years ago now, and then reset. But there's a few strats to get out of that pit now, so it's not the worst. It's not as bad as the pit in the previous room where Pogi almost fell.
Yeah, true. That one is like...
That one you would have to either void out or zombie hover out of there. And with zombie hover, you're going to need to get the Tingle Tuner, and the Tingle Tuner is banned in this seed, but also it's on the lookout platform chest at Stone Watcher, so...
Yeah. I hope we get to see somebody use the Tingle Tuner. That'd be so cool.
Can someone explain to me this whole... Oh, okay, that's the boomerang strat. Is that actually faster?
I can't imagine it's faster.
No, I think it is. People were talking about it. Tuba, please confirm that this is the fastest way to beat Mulgara. Okay, by frames, that's worth it. This is the ultimate boomerang on Mulgara seed. Because boomerang is not a time loss in any way.
Amazing. That's true. You can't get the hook shot to do Mulgara without free and Tingle. And Tingle gives you boomerang. Also, interesting to see that Cithiel going to elect for the Bomb Island Picto Box as well.
Yeah, this honestly doesn't really make sense to me, like why the runners decided to go for this.
Yeah.
Have either of them even used the Picto Box yet?
Nope. Not that I saw.
So Pogi could have literally just gotten it in Wind Temple. Just like right now. Oh, hey Tuba, what's up? You just got called out. I've never seen someone get so owned on stream. Wow.
Savage. Savage. What did you do, Tuba? What did you do? It's gotta be the boomerang. Honestly, I didn't even know you could use boomerang on Mulgara like that.
I just heard about it like today, I think. And then this is the first time I've seen someone actually do it. This
Good to
is
know.
2020 strats. We are leveling up so hard with this spoiler log tournament.
The future is now.
ice arrows on the magtails. Love to see it. Definitely faster than having to do the jump slash or the stab.
Yeah,
And easier.
true. There's the picto. So now, I'm guessing Pogi's heading to Forbidden Woods. Yep. So our runners are 1 dungeon apiece at the moment. Pogi having 1 additional Master Sword. It's the Pompey and Vera check is the one that we need in this seed with the Picto. Yes, and there is a Triforce Shard there, so definitely can't beat the game without that.
I've never talked to Pompey and Vera so early and then just left.
Yeah, I've never seen him talk to before going and getting the picture, but I suppose obviously that part doesn't really matter a whole lot. See Pogi also having some difficulty with this grapple hook strat.
So Cithiel just got that town flower from Zunari. That'll be used to trade with the merchant on Great Fish twice, and then go back to Windfall and then trade 1 more time. One thing that I would love to see at some point in this tournament is someone trade with the other merchants. I'm not sure how you would route that in, but it's possible we would get a seed where that would be faster.
True.
But I don't know enough about the merchant trading or how it works.
I think you can go to the Bomb Island one. I'm not sure.
There's one on Mother and Child also, and one on Bomb Island.
Yeah, I think you can do the same double trade at the Bomb Island one. I'm not sure.
I don't know about that. Otherwise, we'd be doing that more often. Someone test it, won't be me. So Cithiel not getting the power bracelets? I guess they're not useful for anything. That is the Linka skin.
Yeah.
I don't know what game that's from or anything.
Yeah, I guess you can only do it at Great Fish, so you can only do the 2 trades at Great Fish.
But is there another place where you could potentially get the exotic flower?
There is not. Not for the sea flower.
But like with 2 separate trades, like could you trade at Bomb Island and Mother and Child, or the other way around?
No. If you try and give either the Bomb Island or the Mother and Child one a sea flower, apparently they'll offer you back a town flower.
Okay.
According to.
So you have to go to Great Fish no matter what.
It seems so.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What is Nintendo doing?
You could. I suppose you could get the sea flower on Mother and Child or Bomb Island, and then go to Great Fish for the exotic flower.
Yeah, but there's no point of that. Unless you like... So the big brain play would be to do 1 trade when you have like 20 rupees, and then come back to Great Fish for the 2nd trade when you have more rupees.
Maybe there's like something at Bomb Island, right? And you just don't have the rupees yet, and then you just trade once there.
Yeah.
With a little bit, you have like half the rupees. It's the strat. Actually, I'm wondering if I'm looking at this wrong.
Oh, I hope so.
This chart is weird.
So that is Cithiel's last Tingle statue. So he's gonna be able to get that hook shot.
Very nice. Yeah, I think the only place to get the exotic flower is from Greatfish for the sea flower. But yeah, you can get the sea flower from any of the 3 for the town flower. I just wanted to double check that. I thought I was looking at it wrong, and then I realized I wasn't. So, I feel better now. I second guessed myself, and then that was not the play. Never second guess yourself.
Or grandma saving.
Oh boy. The time loss strat. Pog.
Can't lose time if the other runner does it.
That's... I guess then you're just not saving time, right?
Yeah.
So... I guess for Cithiel, it's not the time loss strat. Rip.
Pogi is getting storage with bombs on a chest. That's one of the reasons that bombs are one of those super useful S tier items in this game. Lets you get storage pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. I love having bombs. Anytime I'm doing like a rando seed, like not with the spoiler log, and bombs are super late, it makes me very sad.
Pogi getting that storage.
I was just about to say that the bombs were not being very kind to Pogi today, but he got it.
The funny thing about this big key skip is that the only reason it works is because Nintendo put that door off center. So if the door was actually centered, you wouldn't be able to clip through the side.
Kind of funny. Nintendo being lazy. Come on, bro. That was really good, chopping it down.
Tanjo, you missed the whole race. I'd recommend checking out the VOD.
You missed everything. You missed everything that
Pogi
happened.
just finished. Ganondorf is dead.
Pogi found a way to do Ganondorf before Calademos with only 2 Triforce shards. Oh,
Alright, so
Pogi's
I've
gonna
actually
do the
seen Pogi
thing.
mess up this exact strat. There's a clip of it, and it was really funny. And I'm glad for his sake that this time it worked out.
Amazing. I think you for this strat that Pogi's trying to do, you can grapple out of here. You have to kind of step a little more to the left. Oh, there he almost had it. There it is.
Tuba, I
Yeah.
think it actually doesn't really matter the order that you do the dungeons in, besides how it connects with the overworld. Because none of the dungeons really have anything useful besides the 1 bow upgrade in Forbidden Woods.
And 1 temple.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah.
But you don't really need those bow upgrades anyway.
True. Yeah, there's none of like the combat rooms that are really hard that you would want to have light arrows for, and obviously no Jawhala. I did I did Tot G with not the hook shot. When I was kind of pseudo routing, I didn't cover the whole route, but my mind was like after doing the trading sequence was when I wanted to do Tot G, sailing north to Rockspire from Greatfish. That was my strat that I sort of pieced together. Pogi. I wonder if Pogi will grab the power bracelets.
Nope.
Nice. I approve.
Wait, was there? What's in Tower of the Gods?
There's some Triforce shards. 2 of them, to be exact. Well, 3. 3 if you count the boss one.
Oh, was there actually a small key in the...
Alright.
Oh yeah, there was. Shoot eye above skull room chest is a small key. Yeah, you definitely want to get that and not the Dark Nut mini boss room. Because it's like a 5-second chest.
Yeah, so true.
I'm wondering if he just didn't pay attention to the keys. Because I'm not sure how you look at those keys and decide to do the Dark Nut.
Yeah, especially when you don't have, like, light arrows to just instantly kill it. Ooh. That's unfortunate.
Oh, another chance. Oh, never mind. Could have just turned around and gotten that key. I don't think the heat of the moment theory holds up anymore.
It's a good song, though.
Yeah, true. What year is that from?
Oh, man. I don't know. I guess, if I had to guess, it'd be from the 70s. (1982). I was close. That's close to the 70s.
Yeah, the 80s are close to the 70s. We have a really low bar here.
It was the early 80s. It was the early 80s.
Yeah, fair.
The 80s would have been my second guess.
I'm hoping, for Cithiel's sake, that he at least gets that second key before getting to the third statue and then having to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this strat's really interesting because there's really no way you should be doing this with the leaf, but I guess it works.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe they didn't mean to fall and just forgot to pull the leaf. That'd be my guess.
Pretty good backup, though.
Yeah, true. And that went really well. That was pretty clean, not gonna lie.
Yeah, you could be right too, but although I think the statue position can also force you to fall down even when you tap left.
That laser dude in the middle is not nice. It's so unfortunate. It's like the timing on that is just so perfect for it to be able to just like... That's what I do too. Like if it hits me once, I just whip out a bomb and run right up to it and just... Like, I'm done.
If it hits me once, I just keep trying over and over and lose a minute.
If it hits me once, I just forfeit and reset.
Quit. Leave the tournament. Yeah, I have that Shillong page bookmarked so that I can unregister myself at a moment's notice.
I'm done. I can't handle it.
I refuse to be hit by a laser.
Yeah. One laser's okay. But if it hits me again, no. Maybe that's kind of like a handicap we should put on like the top runners. Like if you get hit by a laser in Tot G, you have to like forfeit.
Yeah, that's fair. Why don't we just do damageless races?
Ooh, see now there we go. Now that sounds interesting. We do a race where he makes people like Jarhead and Gymnast have to wear the iron boots the whole time. See? There we go. That puts everyone else on like evil or even level.
If I had to guess, I would say that right now Pogi is still ahead because Cithiel has not done Wind Temple and is only like halfway through Tower of the Gods, but it is still pretty close.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think while Tower of the Gods is like super slow, it would appear that Pogi is ahead.
Pogi also has an extra sword. Is that from Wind Temple?
I'm not sure which one that
Paw
is.
print, maybe?
Yes, it's the paw print sword. You're right. I remember Pogi going to paw print.
What about Zunari? Did
Pogi
either of
also
them do that
has
yet?
light arrows. I am pretty sure I saw them. I think Cithiel started it and Pogi did the trading. Okay.
But not Windfall yet?
I guess yeah. He hasn't gone back
okay.
to turn it
Makes
in.
sense.
Oh, he's doing the thing that I was talking about before, where you trade in and then you go to Rockspire for top G.
Yeah, that's a good route decision. So Pogi really just needs to go back to Windfall at some point for that Zunari check and finish Dragon Roost, and also there's some shards somewhere.
Yeah,
I
there's
guess Tower of the Gods has 3?
Mm-hmm. And one in DRC. So.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, pretty much just Tower of the Gods, DRC, and Zunari for Pogi.
Yeah, so my bet would be to go trade in Zunari after finishing Tower of the Gods, and then go do Dragon Roost, and then go beat the game. For Pogi, at least. Now we see if the backup is, or if the mini boss was the strat. Yep. It looks like that is what Cithiel is going to do. We'll see if Pogi also decides to do the floor 1 skip without the leaf, which I would bet probably not, but.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised.
Pogi's using the leaf. There it is.
It's a pretty good item, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. There's just so much you can do with it. It's almost undescribable. Well, that always like gives me like a little momentary freak out whenever you try to like pick up the statue and you roll past it, and I'm like, especially when there's like a pit right in front of you.
Does Cithiel have all the overworld shards? How many
I think so.
Wind Temple have?
Just one.
Okay, so 1 from Wind Temple, 2 more from Tower of the Gods,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
then 1
DRC.
from DRC. Okay, so yeah, that is all the shards. but he will need to get paw print as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing the play for Cithiel will be to do that warp to DRC, because it's the paw print cave is on the Dragon Roost Cavern entrance, and so then you warp to DRC. You go there, you do that, and then you go to Overlook and do actual. Or I guess I should say you warp to DRI.
Yeah.
Misspoke there, but yeah, then you go to Overlook to do the real Dragon Roost Cavern. I'm not sure why Cithiel wants this.
Second
chest.
bottle?
Yeah, this one's a bottle, so.
Yeah, definitely not super necessary.
It must want extra soup. Sometimes you just need a little extra soup, I guess. Halfway to bottle percent. Yeah, maybe that's the strat. Ooh, the keys. The keys in this room are like the worst. Oh. It's rough. Oh, goodness. They give me anxiety. I'm freaking out. Every time they like fly around, freaks me out.
Pogi doing the setup for the command melody skip.
Yeah, that's the one I do. I think it's more consistent. I do not like the backflip side hop.
Ooh, messing that up. Cithiel's gonna want at least 5 to 10 more of those. That would be good.
Yeah, basically at this point, almost an entire quote-unquote wind temple behind on Cithiel's side. Not quite
Wind
that.
temple minus the difference right here in Tower of the Gods, which is not nothing, but I guess there's also paw print, so that probably cancels out.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not, since there's so much to do in Tower of the Gods, or not so much, but you have to get the key and you have to get the 2 shards, and it's just so tediously slow. But they are coming up on the end, and we do have the big key, right? Is on the stone tablet, so no need to worry about that big key skip.
Yep.
And now we get to enjoy a beautiful cutscene on both sides. Synchronized cutscenes. Not the same one, but just at the same time. Really cool backflip and leaf canceling to get up on there. That was pretty cool.
Well, there's that strat that Tuba mentioned earlier, but Pogi messing it up.
Ooh. Forced mirror shield. Oh, I like the blue of the crystals on the back of those Armos. Pogi getting his shard, only needs 2 more. now we get to see everyone's favorite boss fight in the game.
Who has Godin as their favorite boss fight?
I thought everybody.
Never heard that opinion.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
like the hand respawns? Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah,
At
I
least
think.
they're not as bad in Rando because you get these fire arrow strats or ice arrows.
Who doesn't like hands though? I mean, hands are great. They're so useful. Uh-oh. I opened up a can of worms that I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, this was a mistake. Are there any mods in the chat?
I agree. They're pretty handy, see? I'm glad, see, someone understands. But look at Godin. He's just like hanging out, having a good time. He's got a cool hat, you know? Likes to eat bombs. What's not to like? Yeah, brother. What are feet but just leg hands?
It's can of worms. It's upside down. All the worms have spilled out.
Oh man, now they're all over the floor. You gotta be careful you don't step on one. I suppose it wouldn't be as bad if you have your shoes on.
Pogi, despite those mistakes earlier in 2 of the rooms, is catching up quite a bit in this Tower of the Gods.
True.
So he's definitely in a really good spot. Because the lead that Cithiel has in this Tower of the Gods is not enough. Basically,
Yeah.
Wind Temple is just going to be longer.
Yeah, it's gonna be the lead in this dungeon is basically just the boss fight, which isn't too. I know everybody hates it, but it's not. It's not long enough. I just now noticed your
What's that
message
tingle?
about a 2319. Hook shot.
Oh, okay, never mind. I forgot. Cithiel didn't have that yet.
That's right. I guess it was Pogi got it so early, and then you just don't really think about it. They also don't have command melody. I guess is something to point out. I just now realized that too.
True. Man Melody is on the Southern Fairy Island. That is just the warp, but hopefully he remembers to go there.
Yeah, that would be rough to enter Forbidden Woods and not have command melody.
You mean Wind Temple?
Or yeah, Wind Temple. In my defense, it's on the Forbidden Woods entrance.
Fair. Guess you were technically right.
I was thinking that because in all honesty, the next thing I was going to say is it'd be even more bad because that entrance is kind of slow to get up to because it was on the Forbidden Woods entrance, and I tried to not do it in so many words, and I ended up cutting out like half of both of the sentences, and it didn't make as much sense. I can't help it. All I know how to do is talk a lot. It's like my #1 skill.
Definitely don't need that flower out. Doesn't really matter much, but
now, I'm wondering if we see... Is it going to be the Dragon Roost Island to Dragon Roost Cavern and just doing Wind Temple last for
Well, I think
Cithiel?
Southern Fairy first for the command melody, and then those two. Ooh, this is rough. Unless the tracker's wrong.
For... Well, I think you can... I mean, you don't need to get the command melody right before going into DRC. I think Cithiel's probably just going to do... Probably.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
probably.
Cithiel was doing Wind Temple last then. That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't, like we were saying before, it doesn't matter a whole lot since, I mean,
Yeah.
the light arrows are there, but light arrows aren't going to do anything for you in DRC, really.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those seeds where the dungeon order doesn't matter much in itself, because there's not really dependencies between them. It's more about connecting those to the overworld locations.
Yeah, I guess the most useful dungeon in this one was probably Forbidden Woods, because it had the delivery bag and a bow, but even then, the only thing the delivery bag nets you is a sword, which, once you have one sword, you only need the other two to beat the game, so you can get them pretty much whenever.
Yeah, Tuba? Yeah, Dragon Roost, I think you can, if you're actually doing go mode, you can shoot down the platform and then leaf over to the room with the under rope bridge chest, and then go with leaf to get to the boss room. And I think that's the fastest way to
I
go
agree.
mode.
I agree. Pogi changing it to nighttime. Oh, for arrows, okay. That makes sense then. I was like, what's going on? Did I miss something? Yeah.
Could have just
Arrows.
bought the 30 arrows. Pogi, what are you doing?
Yeah. So many dialogue boxes.
Do you not know about purchasing in bulk? Have you ever been to Walmart?
You always go, you gotta look on the price tag for the price like per ounce or whatever, you know, whatever they put on there. That's where you wanna, that's the one you wanna buy. I don't care if I've got a 50-pound tub of peanut butter. Got it for like a quarter of a cent per ounce.
Isn't this like the one Beetle location that sells double arrows too?
Yes, I believe.
What a missed opportunity.
I'm not sure if I guess there's other ones that sell arrows. I don't know what the quantity on them is, so it might be a full 30 sec, but not sure.
Yeah, only 10 makes sense. Imagine working in the current year.
You gotta love the stick bouncing to like really crazy spots.
You have to react to that every time. I'm surprised we don't see fire arrows in this room more often, but I guess it's not really even that fast.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I guess you just don't think about because you're so used to just grabbing the stick. I'm guessing Pogi's looking to super swim to Overlook for Dragon Roost because that's like the only thing that he has left to do.
This is kind of tough. That angle isn't great.
Yeah. I probably would have done it the way Cithiel did it, where I went to Dragon Roost and then got the sword and then just went to Paul Print from there.
Pogi can still make it with good speed / GSS, maybe.
Also, no, I don't think
Never mind.
Rip for Cithiel not going to. There's not any arrows in here. Not in this room. So I think, oh yeah, Pogi's just going to go for the backup of. Not being able to shoot down the platform here is really unfortunate.
Yeah, and this would have been a great time to get the power bracelets on Lenzo. That 5-second chest.
Yeah.
I think that's something that comes up a lot with these settings and this tournament in general. You kind of have these items where they're not fully required, but then you have a trade-off of whether you want to get them. Soup's obviously the biggest one that comes up in pretty much every seed, but
True.
in this seed it was the power bracelets.
Yeah.
Sometimes Boomerang is like that, where you might want to have a small trade to save some time later.
True. The other thing that makes Boomerang also interesting is if we potentially get one of those seeds where you have to like get like a letter or something in the maze chest, and then that has light arrows or something behind it. You know?
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Because then you have the option of, do you get the boomerang set where you can take the warp and warp back into Ganon's tower? Because that seems like that would save you so much time.
Yeah, and that warp's even more viable now with the warp at Forsaken Fortress because you can get back to it really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not much slower than Tower of the Gods, if at all.
Yeah, I mean, is there a spot that the boomerang can be that makes it worth going through all of Hyrule again, like all of Ganon's tower again, and not getting that warp?
Well,
if
boomerang could be like behind 3 different items, maybe. Yeah, like ankle.
I guess ankle, yeah.
It really depends on what's in Maze Chest. You don't often get something in Maze Chest that's super valuable just because in race mode
It's such a high sphere.
all the dungeons to be done.
Yeah, true. Did Cithiel do reset, or I missed where they got the arrows from?
I have no idea either.
And now Pogi basically in the same spot, so this is kind of running out of arrows is unfortunate. Definitely.
Cithiel, no, not again.
I got the first one.
I don't know if he's just standing in the wrong spot or what. Yeah, Pogi is definitely in a great position to win this race.
True.
Oh, I guess there's arrows out here.
I did not know that. That is good to know. All arrow drops are really, really good to know. Yeah, being able to do the shoot down the platform in a few arrows is really, really nice. If you don't have, so you don't have to worry about, 1, just getting arrow refills, or 2, it can take a while. There we go. Now we're popping.
I stand in completely different spots.
Wow. I do too, except for maybe the first one. But,
yeah.
That was really clean there. That attempt. Pogi gonna get chest storage and skip getting the big key because it's probably somewhere stupid. I don't know. I actually didn't even check.
Big key was under rope bridge, which was. I mean, he went through that room.
Yeah.
Definitely fast to do storage anyway, though.
True. Killing the enemies and dropping back down and going back up. Yuck. Cithiel in the room that I kind of feel like is like the worst room in this dungeon. But that might just be because I'm bad. I always feel like I have this sort of when you first start playing and you have a lot of trouble with certain areas, and then you're like, oh, this is like the worst room ever, and then you just sort of always like think that it's the worst room ever. And then, like, you stop having trouble with that room, but you still have been telling yourself that it's the worst room ever. If that makes sense, like you're like, it's not even that bad, but you've always thought it was bad, so you just kind of keep telling yourself that it's bad.
Best way around that is to just practice.
That's true.
Be confident with every part of the game.
Ask Melon about the bob strat for that room, where she was practicing and he just told her to do that room like 50 times until you can do it 50 times without messing up. I've definitely fallen through the floor there and it sucks.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to jump here. You can just jump into the loading zone, but it's not really worth the risk compared to just rolling through the wall, dropping down, and then jumping through. Once you're
Oh, there's Melon. Hi, Melon. PTSD, unfortunately. But yeah, I agree. It's better to just do exactly what you said. It's more consistent.
There's that last shard for Pogi, which is gonna put him in go mode.
So Pogi is Hyrule bound. Very pog.
This was quite a long seed.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely one of the longer ones, at least that I've seen in this tournament so far. Also, Rip Shiro. Staying up so late. Rolls a seed, gets a really, really long one. We see Goma, everyone's favorite boss fight. Oh, Lava Rock.
Pogi well on his way to this first victory here. This is one of those matches that's really important to win. So Pogi was actually seeded first in his group after doing really well in the seeding race.
Mm-hmm.
And you definitely want to win in matches against the people who are seated lower.
Very true. Because when you're up against those people that are seated a little higher, even if they're still below you, it's definitely possible for anyone to have one of those. Like you just have a bad day, and if the other guy's having or the other person's having a really good day, then and you get a loss that way, that could be potentially devastating for at least as far as staying in the tournament goes.
Linkus did not enter a seeding race, so very low.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that though. if you guys don't want to. Imagine playing so well in your seeding race and your reward is that you get Linkus put into your group. Amazing.
Well, to be fair, having a good seed does impact your seed in the bracket, because that's like the tiebreaker if people in different groups finish with the same win-loss and group rank.
Good point. There's a lot of sort of kind of like behind the scenes that work with like a tournament like that are pretty help kind of balance it out, which is nice. Although I suppose maybe I shouldn't complain. At least I didn't get in a group with Gymnast. So
That was definitely not even something that was possible, though. Because if Gymnast did the seeding race, and if you did well enough in it, then you were guaranteed not to be in that group. Oh, hey, what's up?
no. Also, I don't know if
Luxes, you did win that match, which is huge.
True.
Qualifying for bracket.
I am not sure if Cithiel has command melody.
I don't think he does.
Not the best.
If you yell at Makar loud enough, he will answer.
I think I've seen someone do that. Landing on the land, or the top of this. Interesting. Cyclone's so far away, though. The wind is not correct, unfortunately.
The characters are Beetle on Pogi's screen and Linka on Cithiel's screen. This is the randomizer, so there's a lot of different custom player models, which I would recommend trying out if you're playing this casually. In my opinion, this is the best version of Wind Waker for casual play.
Mm-hmm.
There's no cutscenes, all the text is fast, it's open world. As long as you know the story, and you've played the original game before, I would really recommend playing this, because it's really good for replay value.
And the biggest advantage, like you said, the replay value. Every time you load up the randomizer, it can be a different seed, and you get to play it differently. And that just keeps it fresh every time you go to play it. Pogi having a pretty solid propaganda from what we can see here. Will we get the fabled double crypt shot? I hope we get to see it. Double crypt shot is pretty appalling.
Nope.
He didn't even go for it.
Let's see if the song works.
Fingers crossed.
It's not working.
Oh no! Unfortunately, just knowing how to play the song is not enough. You have to actually go and find the song.
Alright, so I just want to say, when this randomizer was first released, one of the things that I messed around with was random song notes, and I actually did a few casual seeds with the song notes randomized, which was so much fun.
That does sound pretty interesting, because then you can't just have them all memorized. You have to...
It was kind of terrible. It's like... It does add something to the game, but it's like... you need to memorize this new song or constantly check it.
Yeah, because I guess it doesn't show you the notes right when you actually find the song.
Right, but you can check the pause menu. The one thing that's weird is I think with the checks on Wind's Requiem and the Songstone and Tower of the Gods, those are weird because the song notes get randomized there too, but you can do those by trial and error.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, so and does it not show you it? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Also, thinking about it now, I have no idea how I even got that to work. So don't ask me to do it again. I might have lost that code.
Oh no. I mean, you could probably figure it out again, right?
It must have been easy enough if I was able to do it.
Pogi climbing the rope. Oh, he made it up. Look at that. Are gonna be entering the final boss fight here. This is it. Cithiel collecting the command melody. And now it's time to go back into Wind Temple.
Bit scary for Pogi. Should be fine though.
Damage the wall is. Whew.
That's GG.
GG's to Pogi.
Alright, Tuba, get in here.
Yeah. Tuba can help conduct the Pogi interview. We still need Pogi to press. Oh, there we go. Pressed it. Bring it up.
What were we talking about? The
Boomerang on Mogera.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
When he said, "I hate you, Tuba," I think is what he put on the restream. I feel like he had to have that planned out ahead of time. Like that definitely wasn't a spur of the moment thing, was it? I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to set that up in the middle of a run. I don't have the coordination.
I think as soon as he saw where Boomerang was. Alright, Pogi's gonna join soon.
And now we're going to get the real attempt on Wind Temple. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm getting kind of tired of Wind Temple.
I'm just getting kind of tired.
It is pretty late. We're in those, what's the phrase? Degen hours? Getting up there? I guess it's not as bad in the other time zones. At least the US ones.
Wooferbot is evil and constantly out for blood.
Well, this is the one time I won't get Wind Temple. Hookshot will be in some horrible spot, and I'll be up against somebody that'll do like Morse Hover, and I'll lose to it, and then I'll cry.
That's gonna happen against Linkus.
It will, won't it? Oh god, I'm freaking out.
Hey, Pogi.
GG's Pogi.
All right, so I have some harsh criticisms. My number one issue with your gameplay was buying arrows 3 times on the Windfall Beetle, even though it sells 30 arrows. How do you explain yourself?
Bold, but I like it.
Was that Wind Waker game music?
I don't know.
That has to be, right? Hey,
Good answer. Hello?
Can you hear me?
yeah,
I
now
can
we
hear
can.
Oh, okay, you can hear me, right? Okay, thanks for the
I think
GGs.
that was the game sound.
That was a game audio? What?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my goddamn PC, dude. Thank you. Like that is so dumb, but okay. So I always thought it was 3. I mean, I always thought it was 10. I never knew it give you 30 arrows. Like I just went to the one I had the closest to where my marker starts, so it was like, yeah, I just buy them all. I had no idea it was 3. This is the first time I heard about this.
Yeah, for next time, you have to buy in bulk. It's
Yeah.
very smart.
You don't save any rupees though. It's still gonna cost you the full 30.
Is it the ones on the side, or is it like the ones I selected as 30 arrows?
The one in the middle is the 30 arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I had no idea. And I was thinking of only buying 10 anyways, but I thought like you're gonna end up wasting a lot of arrows anyway, so just buy them all.
That's how they get you. Beetle Shop.
Yeah.
Oh man, this was interesting.
Tuba said that you lost some frames on Mulgara.
On Mulgara, why did I
Yeah,
lose some?
with the
All right,
boom
here, listen, buddy. I got some words to tell you right now. So,
All right, you know what? You know what? I'm never doing that again. I always do that when I know you're watching, and just because of you. So if you're gonna criticize me for using the goddamn boomerang, I'm never doing it again because you always are crying about everyone because he's not using the boomerang on Mulgara.
see, boomerang is definitely optimal, but not whenever you're a dumbass and you start walking backwards. You gotta hug the tongue in order to get maximum, like, it shows up in your hand the second that you throw it.
Okay, explain to me why would I hug someone that's trying to eat me?
The answer is you've got them in the frickin' whooshy finger hold. You have him in the palm of your hand. They aren't going anywhere.
Did they actually teach Pogi the whooshy finger hold?
No.
I love that. I'm so glad that reference did not go over everyone's heads. Thank you.
I understood that reference.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not even gonna lie. But
You've
yeah.
ever seen Kung Fu Panda?
I have, but I've seen it in Spanish.
Oh, is it not called the whooshy finger hold in Spanish?
I can 100% assure you it's not.
All right, so I'll head out from here, but I just wanted to also say thank you for flashing that very meaningful heartfelt message after Mulgara as well. I'm glad you're thinking of me.
Oh, I'm never doing it again for you, dude.
All right, continue on.
Yeah. I have no idea, sis. I have absolutely no idea. Also, I gotta say, I know this wasn't the best routing, but it came to a point where I was watching my route, and I was like, okay, to be honest, if I touch this anymore, it's gonna become more confusing, and it's gonna end up with me forgetting that I need something in another place, for another place or something like that. I still can't believe I didn't forget anything.
Yeah. I was curious. I know. So my question that I had, because I know you you went to Mother Child and you did the chest storage and did the super swim to Northern. Did you consider doing, because this was something that Tuba and I thought that was what we would have done, but did you consider, instead of doing the super swim, waiting until later to do it, like store the chest and then go and like void on the raft after you have a bow from like Islet of Steel or something like that, which would have been the one I was thinking of, and then do Cyclone?
I thought about it. I really did, but I mostly did that to save a warp because I know that I knew that I was gonna warp a lot, and I just thought I just thought that what I wanted to do is do as least warps as possible. So that's why whenever possible, I start my route there. I try to get some early items. And the main reason I did that was because I wanted no, what was there?
There was a sword in Mother Child.
Oh, it was a sword. Okay, so the reason I did that is because I wanted that sword because I knew I was gonna go to Ghost Ship, and I don't want to fight Ghost Ship with the hero sword. Like that was my main thing. That I was gonna have to fight. I was gonna have to fight that Witch Robe with Mirror Shield or whatever it spawned because I knew I was gonna spend time there. And my initial idea was go to Mother and Child, get your sword as soon as they can, and that super sim will save a warp to Windfall because we already have to go to Windfall 3 times. I'm pretty sure that's like kind of mandatory. So so I went to so I decided to go to Northern Ferry to save a warp, then go to Windfall, start my route there, and actually debated on doing door cancel into Eastern, but I realized I had to go to DRC. So I just swapped that, and since I was going to Crescent Moon, I wanted to get both Iron Boots and Skullhammer on Ghost Ship, since that's the first cycle, and immediately go to Gale Island. So basically, my thing was going for absolutely everything in Overworld, and then just basically dungeon rush everything I can.
This was definitely the seed to do that too.
Yeah, I feel like it was that way. I'm not exactly a fan of that, but I think that was kind of like the way to do it on this time, at least for me. I was debating also on doing Lens of Door Cancel for the power bracelets, but I don't think that would have saved me any time, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you probably did it. Not getting the power. I don't think the power bracelets were super helpful for this one.
Yeah, agree. I just went for soup because I wanted to save Grandma, to be honest. I think I would have felt bad.
Saving Grandma. Disgusting.
Wait, what did he store? Did he store
light arrows?
Oh, he stored light arrows, Monkus. Oh, he didn't open the middle warp pod?
I thought they did. It looks like
no, he did.
Okay, that was close. That would have been unfortunate. So another question I have is...
Sorry, Jarhead.
Oh my god. Another thing I guess we wanted to ask you about too, Pogi, was did you consider not doing Bomb Island and getting the Picto in Wind Temple?
I did. But what was the reason I literally chose that because I was around the area and I wanted to use that around the area.
Okay.
And I was still debating if I wanted to go back to Windfall when I finished the route. So I was gonna make that choice right in the middle, but I just chose to do that one so I could get a delivery bag and go for the flower in that same moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose in the end it makes it so you don't have to turn on the fan to go up to the top in Wind Temple. So there's definitely pros and cons to both strategies. Obviously, going to Bomb Island is never best. But...
Yeah, agree. No, yeah, I did go there until Wind Temple, and that's very funny because here's how my route says: Forbidden Woods, which is on Bird's Peak, then go to Windfall, and then go to Wind Temple, which is on Forbidden Woods. But when I warped to Forbidden Woods, I warped to go to Bird's Peak, and then when I was there, I was like, "Wait a minute, you dumb idiot! Just go to Wind Temple now."
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason I was doing. That's literally the only reason I went to Wind Temple, is because I realized in that moment, like, wait, I can do this now.
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting to think about too. Like, wait a minute, I'm already here. I already have all the items I need, so.
Yeah, that's why I stopped for a second and it just was like standing in Coral and like, okay, yeah, let's do this. It just felt dumb not to do it when I was there, and it was like, something feels really wrong.
Mhm. Yeah, you had like that moment where you're like, wait a second.
I was gonna warp here anyways. Because that was a main idea. There's a lot of things I had to change en route. One of my worst mistakes in this route was that I forgot to route in Thorn Fairy. The whole run I had it in mind. Like the whole run I was like, okay, after Bird's Peak, after Forbidden Woods, you're going to Thorn. After Forbidden Woods, you're going to Thorn. Blah 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 blah. Repeating myself that. But when the moment came, something happened, and I like completely forgot. So I just decided to go. I accidentally warped to Windfall. When I was there, I just got everything and was like, okay, you're here. You can super swim. Just super. And I improvised that super swim to Thorn Fairy. And I was kind of like, you realize if you fuck this, you are going to lose so much time. But it was kind of like the only way to recover the time that I lost over warping. Because otherwise it was going to be a very long sailing.
Yeah. No matter where you had to sail there from, it wouldn't have been fun.
Yep, not at all.
My guess is that Tower of the Gods is probably the best place to sail there from.
I think it is, because it spawns you right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But still, every island close by, it's 3 islands away, so...
Yeah. Anything else you liked or disliked about the seed?
To be honest, I'm very sad for Shiro because she really wanted a jet seed. I think it's the first time. I think it's the first time that Shiro wanted to roll a good seed, and ended up being like 1 hour 40.
Yeah.
Also, like the ways to route this, like I don't think the seed is straightforward at all. I think there are several ways to route this, and that makes it super interesting.
Yeah, that was our thought too.
Yeah, I'm still seeing it and like trying to figure out, like, I don't know the best route for this, but I'm pretty sure someone can come up with something completely different, like absolutely different from start to end.
Honestly, the most similar thing, for sure, the most similar thing that you guys did in this one was both going to Mother and Child right at the very beginning. But Cithiel didn't store the mother-child chest and do a super swim. They just grabbed it and left.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we deviated from that point. I can see he didn't door cancel either because he doesn't have power bracelets.
Yeah. And I mean, the Windfall stuff was pretty much, you guys did that pretty much the same. But that's, Windfall stuff. I mean, that's always going to be pretty much the same.
Yeah, like it's right at the beginning, so it's like you really need kind of like those items. I really wanted to make this like a 2-trip, trying to go to Forbidden Woods. I think it's possible to get to Forbidden Woods before that. I'm not sure though. I'd have to recheck, but because of the delivery bag, the thing I wanted was a delivery bag, and nope, no, not possible. Like not possible in my mind, or not worth it at least.
Yeah, the hard part about getting into Forbidden Woods was either using the grapple strat, or hey, you could always get the bait bag and buy a pair. in this one, or having to do something with chest storage to get into Bird's Peak.
Wolford disapproves of your comment, bait bag.
I don't even know where the bait bag was in this one.
I have no idea either. Wait, let me check. Actually,
Rat room boarded up chest.
Oh yeah, no
That was
thanks.
doable. I mean, maybe you go to Dragon Roost early, you get that, and then you get all the hints.
I mean,
There
but
you
you
go.
need all the statues for that, unless you want to go with door cancel, and I don't want to go with door cancel to Overlook.
I think that's what you do. I think you door cancel into Overlook without the grappling hook. So that way you can't
Just
beat
rush
DRC.
bait bag.
Exactly. Always rush bait bag. Rushing bait bag is ideal.
All right, so Cithiel is coming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to hop on down to Hyrule, the real Hyrule. Not any of that fake Hyrule.
Why did he get off the boat? He did get off the boat, did he? Oh no, he's just hopping in. Okay, I'm dumb.
Wait. I didn't even see them get Wind God's Aria. I was like, wait, where? Oh, I must have got it when checking mail for something else. Because it's on Orca letter. I was like, that's another one of those items, Wind God's Aria, that I don't even ever look for.
If I was debating, I don't know if you guys checked paw print, but I was really debating on going for the what is this thing? The hurricane spin, just because it's free.
Oh.
But it was like, okay, no, it's not gonna be useful at all. I could have gone for it, but I feel like going for meme items, it's kind of like I feel like it's disrespectful and I just opposed to it.
I think you can maybe justify Hurricane Spin and a seed with Earth Temple. If it's right there.
If it had Earth Temple, I would 100% have gone for it. But of course, Hurricane Spin is in awful places whenever Earth Temple is possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
It's
like
kind
the
of like
Imperials.
if you have Earth Temple and you're doing like Lenzo stuff and Hurricane Spin is in one of the Lenzo's chests, then it's like, okay, yeah, grab it. Why not? But like, if it's in like one of those side chests and like or like maybe the other Diamond Step chest, that's kind of takes a little bit more time to do.
Oh,
so
yeah.
maybe not worth it.
Although, to be honest, if you're like in the same spot and if you don't have to go like through many loading zones or something, it might be worth it. I'm not sure. It's debatable.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't Hurricane Spin the barrier, can you even count it as a win?
Can you even count? It's like, what?
I said if you don't Hurricane Spin the barrier, can you even count that as a win?
I'm sorry, Pepe Hands. Let me restart the seed, man. I've seen you go through the barrier without Hurricane Spin. What do you mean?
That sounds like a lie. I would never do such a thing.
Let's go through the VODs of Season 1, guys.
Quickly deletes all my VODs. After today, I'll no longer save VODs on my Twitch channel. Kappa. So Pogi also didn't go for the fabled double crib shot. I was kind of like...
That I didn't go for the crib shot? What do you mean? I did.
I don't know. I felt like you didn't want it enough.
So I never do I never do the din setup. That's why I drank soup before I started. Because I wanted to go for crib shot, but on the first one, like I aimed too low, so it kind of like canceled. because I think you have to hit like an object for it to count.
Mm.
And then on the second one, my aim was off on the second shot.
I think I missed the second attempt. In all honesty, I was going back and forth. I only saw the first one, and I was like, "Oh no!" I'm so used to everybody doing that one setup, and when you don't see it, it's kind of like, "Oh, I guess they aren't going for it then."
No, I do different. I do a kind of different setup that I feel comfortable with, and it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't.
That
Also,
makes
there's
more sense.
I have no idea what was my second shot in PG3. I perfectly remember my first one, but I don't remember the second one. Like when I shot what I thought was my second one, I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, I don't remember it either. At this point.
It was so weird. I mean, yeah, guys, it got to be late for you too.
It's not too bad for me because I'm like a stay up all night. And, fun times.
True though, after a 2-hour seed, kind of like, ugh.
Yeah.
I've been staying up all night every day this week. Great.
Oh my god, why?
All night.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't ask why, but oh my god. Poor soul.
Just playing Wind Waker, yeah.
Oh.
That's the strategy. 24/7 Wind Waker marathon. You just do seed after seed after seed after seed.
Oh, did he drink the soup? Oh no. Oh no, he actually said soup. Okay.
So, Pogi, inquiring minds want to know, do you plan on doing another seed right after this?
I don't think so.
Dang, I needed something to watch tonight.
Like I'm kind of feeling like Sea of Thieves, but to be honest, not another seed. Because this was still kind of like, I don't know. Time to start to raise it. Go to sleep, Tuba. God damn it.
It feels like the challenge was issued, though. The gauntlet was thrown, or whatever the saying is. It's too late. I'm not even sure.
Wait, I thought you were an all-nighter.
That doesn't mean I'm still not. My brain quits working sometime after 9:30 a.m.
Oh man, 9:30. I cannot sleep that late early.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should say, to be more specific, 9:30 a.m. in 2001. That is when my brain stopped working.
Yeah, my brain stops working at about 3, and I still go on sometimes.
Cool. That was a crypt shot.
Oh, nice.
Oh man. You mean, Tula, you're not going to be able to do like 5 a.m. voice chats anymore? That's a rip.
Wow, Tuba. Your friend was expecting 5 a.m. voice chats. Type of hands.
Disgusting. Unbelievable.
Disappointing. Wait, I got so confused over that bomb. Also using bombs stance game.
But bombs is so fast.
What does Cithiel wants me to look at? The bombs? I mean, it's his loss, Kappa. Oh my god, look at a little more.
Hey, there's the end of the PG fight. You know what the crazy thing is? I told myself I was going to go to bed early last night, too. and I stayed up till 5 a.m.
That one moment when you actually think it's gonna be true, and of course it's not.
So back to what we were talking about earlier, I was up till 5 a.m. playing Sudokus.
Sudokus, dude?
Yep.
I can't play Sudokus. I can play like the one board, but like the real one, the real deal. Oh no! Cithiel!
Yeah. I'm getting to the point to where I've gotten through like all the easy puzzles on the app that I've been using. Ooh, that's rough. I think I might be behind. But
What? It just updated to where you guys are. I'm sorry. What the hell?
But yeah, now I'm getting to the harder puzzles, and I'm sitting there, and they're taking me like 45 minutes each, and I'm like, oh god, my brain hurts.
Oh, I'm so bad with those, dude. I cannot do those. Numbers is not my thing.
I wish I was smarter.
Oh, for sure. I wish that too. Not you, but me.
It's okay. I knew what you meant. I know that you wish I was smarter too. Fine.
Wow, you really got to turn my words, huh?
Put 10 in every box. I only do double-digit Sudokus.
So, interesting to know. I rated Cithiel once during the week, and he was practicing. I don't understand what's different about what he was practicing than Morthover, but he was practicing something that was hookshot skip right here. So I actually thought he was he actually pulled it off, and I actually thought he was gonna skip it. He was gonna skip it, and I was really
not
wrong.
Morthover?
I don't know. Like it's actually Morthover, but I don't understand what's the difference because apparently it's safer or something. Unless I don't know. Like he does a different setup, and it's weird. It still is a Morthover. It still has that part, but I'm not sure what's different about it, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know, man.
The only thing
no.
I know about Morthover is I'm never gonna do it.
Oh, for sure, me neither.
Maybe if they come out with Morthover 2, I might consider that.
Oh yeah, that movie sounds great, dude. Copper.
Well,
No.
Oh,
No.
that's rough. Although, hey, at least they opened up the warp pot, so I think that's one thing. I feel like we all. I know we've mentioned it before, but I think we don't necessarily talk about enough. Is the not having all the extra hearts like you would in normal rando for the Ganon fight can make it super sketchy.
although soup does help, you just need to be careful.
True. Definitely. Did Cithiel run out of soups or?
Cithiel forfeited. I
Yeah.
don't know if he's gonna finish playing.
Rip, but GG.
Well, GG's, yes, to Cithiel. It was a really entertaining race, that's for sure.
Do you think he closed? I don't know. He didn't answer.
Maybe.
Interview, PogChamp. Please. They're still live. It looks like they're going back up to the Ganon fight. even though the forfeit already came in.
Yeah, he probably just said that and closed it.
Ah,
Oh, are we gonna see the strat?
the fabled strat.
That's a way to take damage.
When he's actually doing it?
I can't take it anymore. Jump slashes off the edge.
Oh yeah, I think he is. Lol.
The Morse is running away.
Oh, he's coming. Pog.
Don't let the Morse drop. Oh, the pause. Whew. The fabled Morse hover.
Okay, do you know how to sing? We need some background music.
Me?
Anyone.
waiting.
It's
I've
not
been
gonna
waiting for a while.
I told you to, but it's the same as the thing with what the hell? I told you. I said it. I said the words. I just don't know what's different about it.
Pogi, do you want to sing your snack song?
I would love nothing more to hear Pogi sing his beautiful song about me.
I don't remember the goddamn lyrics, dude. It was an improv.
Someone pull up the clip. Let's do it.
You didn't write down the lyrics? Nah.
Of course they did, dude. It was a song that I made when I was angry.
Dang.
I don't understand.
I am very confused.
Me too.
The strat.
So is it just a thing to make damage to yourself?
Oh, so you don't have to do like some kind of
I mean, I
Like
guess
the
you don't do the
normal-
lift off, right?
yeah,
Okay.
You don't have to do which stuff?
the lift off for the
Yeah, because you start your hover midair.
Oh,
Wow. That was
so that's the
beautiful.
only. So that's the only.
Very
thing.
nice.
And wow, he actually blew it up first try. My guess.
Dang. Interesting. I've never seen that.
Me neither. Two. Yeah, this guy's gonna wreck me in like 2 months. Probably less.
Oh man.
Let's go have glasses too. Well, he already forfeited, so we cannot do anything about that.
The race has
Yeah.
completed. This Ganon fight going a little bit better.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay. GG. Fake GGs.
GG's. Even though it was GG's. But
What a champ! He actually finished the run. That's actually pretty fucking. Oh, sure. I didn't see the pings. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I did not close the VS and it still has a streamer mode.
I would have loved to hear the ukulele.
I'm sorry.
It's not too late.
That's true. We're still waiting for the interview.
Hello, sir. GG.
GG's.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh yeah, what's up? I think I'm the real winner here.
Yeah, I've
I
never seen
agree.
that setup before. That was really sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I had a lot of mistakes. My route sucked a lot. So many things I wasn't like could have gone better, but I think some dungeons were okay. I think TWWR was pretty decent. FW too, but yeah, it was very fun. And of course the flex at the end.
Yeah, definitely. That was really cool.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the other day was Tanyo and Pogi in my stream, and I told him about my secret strat, which was the flame hover. I didn't want to do it in tournament, but that's why I forfeit. But at least it worked. At least it worked.
In first try, though, what a champ.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either. Yeah, I also got an amazing Ganon too. I got first cycle, one cycle. So yeah, that's pretty
nice.
But, yeah.
What do you think about the seed?
I
love this card already. I love it.
I mean, I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel bad. It just feels interesting. Like there's
Yeah.
so much. There's so many ways to route this.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, because when I got stuck in one place and I was like, oh, but I can do this. Oh, but I can also do this. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I didn't know what to do at some point. But yeah, it was very interesting. It didn't suck. Like it didn't have anything like too crazy. But yeah, I struggled a bit at the beginning. But yeah.
Oh man. I was actually kind of nervous because of my route, like because I feel like my route wasn't like the best route possible, but I still kind of was like, there's many things that can go wrong, many things I could have forgotten.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Like my biggest fear was forgetting something, and I forgot something. The only thing I forgot was command melody. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I had to save warp and go to Southern. Yeah, that kind of sucked. But yeah, other than that, it was a pretty. I wouldn't say straightforward, because there were a lot of routes you can do it, but it didn't have like this crazy little. For example, earlier I was doing a Cithiel, and you needed to enter Tower of the Gods to get Notomom to get bombs. So you needed to enter Tower of the Gods 2 times. So hopefully nothing like that happened in this street. So yeah, I'm pretty good in that sense.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing that was like a little bit like kind of bad was it all the dips to Windfall. Like
Yeah,
you had,
oh,
like, you had
yeah.
to go 3 times.
Yeah, I went a lot of time, but just because there were so many stuff up there, like like it was not Northern, Grecian Moon, and Gale Isle. Everything was there, so you had to take like 7 trips to Windfall. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you consider having to do Zunari. That's 2 trips right there, basically.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. First, I was planning to go to get the Picta box, but then I forgot I had iron boots. I had to route something, so I could do the first part of Sonari and Pompiambera. So it wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was sort of a time loss the second time because you need to complete Sonari, and that's all you had to do there. So yeah, it was kind of. But yeah, I think my route was fine. I just forgot so many stuff. Like first, after going northern, I think So I had in the route go to Islet to get bow, and then go to the Cyclos. But I read that like backwards. So I finished northern, I think, and then I went to the Cyclos, and I didn't have bow, and it wasn't very very fun.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I was about to do that. My routing with Cyclos initially had the dip first to Star Island, and then I was gonna go back from Star Island back to to Mother and Child and get it there.
Yeah.
But then I realized, hold up, you don't have anything to open Star Island.
Yeah.
So no. It's not a thing. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And the other option was routing it from Tingle and go into Tingle, but actually needed the so I could go to Tingle, to Mother and Child, get the Cyclos, and then up to Star Island. But I needed the freaking statue on Star Island, so it was counterproductive.
Yeah. What I did there is that after going to Islet and getting a bow, I went directly to Cyclos, and because he gave you bombs, I just entered Star Island, which was Ice Ring, I think, and I don't remember what he had. Yeah, that's what I did. Then I got kind of confused because I didn't remember you can do Ghost Ship without leave. I didn't remember that you actually can beat the enemies, so I had to go around and until wait, there are enemies there. And I just went there after getting grapple, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna step in just to kind of send us off to another rando runner, but GG's both of you. I am proud to now be part of the ban list for the seed. I hope you enjoyed. My sleep schedule certainly did not. But this was quite a good match. There were definitely a lot of places the two of you were in sync and high-fiving, especially in Tachi. So go back and look at the VOD. It was pretty cool. So I'm going to shout you guys out to restream. Please give a follow to Cithiel and GasPoweredPogi for the rest of this tournament. This is one of many matches still to come. So definitely stay tuned for more. Big shout outs to our commentators today, Wolfer ZFG and Original Elijah. Thank you very, very much for commentating this match. And of course, our 2 trackers. I swear to God, I'm gonna murder the bot. No,
it was me.
I had a copy of Snack's Twitch stream. It exists. It's where it's on 4 different sheets, so we'll figure out how to get that fixed, but please give both of them a follow. Thank you both for tracking and being the heroes behind the scenes. So there are a lot of matches coming up, so I recommend checking the schedule to see when more matches would be appearing on either this channel, ZSR2, _3, or _4. We now have 4 channels to try and cover all of this content for the Spoiler Lock tournament, and here is a link for the challenge for all of the different races. And with that, are there any final thoughts before I'll send you off to Puzzled Otter, who's doing rando practice?
Thank you, Shiro, for the sleep.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No, yeah, really, thank you so much, Shiro. I know you sleep at like 8 p.m., but
You're not wrong. So you're not wrong.
Yeah. We're so sorry. Okay.
You know what? I only have myself to blame. I rolled a really long scene. But
that is, I cannot deny that. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
So the real winner is Shiro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sure, let's go with that. And with that, I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening. Please don't come after me, Bob. But have a great rest of your time, whatever time frame it may be, and we'll see you on the next seed.
Thanks to everyone. Bye.
Thanks. Good night, guys.